It all ends here. Hello everybody and welcome to race 10 of season 2 of the NASCAR Legend Series here at Monster Energy Motor Speedway. This is where 4 drivers have a chance to each take home the LugNut Cup. 4 drivers have the chance, 1 driver will take it home. Whoever has the best points day today, including stage points, will take home the cup. Last obtained by Richard Petty in season 1. The 4 championship contenders, Kyle Busch, Jeff Gordon, Mark Martin, Darrell Waltrip, have a chance today. With an absolutely amazing track here set up for us. Very wide on the front backstretch, turn 3 and 4, and very tight in the middle of turn 1 and 2. We are about to have a very, very interesting race today. As you see all 18 of our cars lined up, all ready to compete for a win. All 4 compete for the championship. Now let's see where those drivers, the championship drivers, start. Kyle Busch will start in the front row. He's been great in practice. Jeff Gordon and Mark Martin will start in row 2, with Darrell Waltrip starting in row number 3 on the outside. Here are your points right now for all of the drivers, including the championship drivers highlighted in blue. And here are just the final 4 drivers on their own. So you can see where they stand points right now, but that won't matter at all. As now, let's take a look at how this track runs. You can see Kyle Busch in his testing lap here. Turn 1 and 2 can either be taken high side or low side. It's a multi-groove turn. Kyle Busch chooses to take it low side here. Turn 3 and 4 is, you need to hit the bottom of the corner there. It's a wide turn, but you need to hit the bottom of the corner there to get the most efficient lap time. That is 1 lap here around Monster Energy Motor Speedway as the cars are ready to fire off here as we get ready to go into our full starting lineup for the final race of season number 2. As you see the LugNut Cup proudly there, getting ready to be handed to one of the championship drivers. In the front row is Kyle Busch and Brad Keselowski. Row 2 is Mark Martin and Jeff Gordon. Row 3 is going to be Darrell Waltrip and Richard Petty. Row 4 is going to be Ryan Newman and Tony Stewart. In row 5, it's going to be Kurt Busch and Matt Kenseth. Row 6 is Jimmy Johnson and Denny Hamlin. Row 7 is Dale Earnhardt Jr. and Rusty Wallace. In row 8 is Joey Logano and Michael Waltrip. And rounding out the field in row 9 is Darrell Jarrett and Kevin Harvick. As now we get into today's race facts. There are going to be 18 cars racing today with the 4 championship contenders running a total of 10 laps. The stage is at lap 3, 6. And the contender with the most points at the end of this race will win the championship. As the pace car rolls off, and the green flag is in the air. Kyle Busch leads them off. Brad Keselowski right behind him. Jeff Gordon at the bottom. They've got to narrow out. They've got to become more narrow before they go through this turn. And there's a huge wreck in turn 2. The beginning of turn 2, massive pile up. They went in too wide. The cars flew everywhere. Red flag immediately displayed. The track pretty blocked up top. I think Rusty Wallace clipped the apron there. Yeah, they went in way too wide there. 5 wide. This turn cannot support that, even though the front stretch can. Rusty Wallace clipped the apron. Dale Jr. slides in, and I think Joey Logano hit the grass pretty hard there as well. Let's see here. Yeah, Joey Logano spins behind them, and front splitter hits the grass relatively hard. He'll have to come into the pits and repair that. 6 cars taken out of this race with that wreck. That is yep, you see Joey Logano getting ready to get in the pit road as we will return as soon as this red flag is lifted. The red flag finally being lifted. Welcome back, everybody. Caution is back in the air. The stage will end under caution, as a matter of fact, actually. So where those top 5 drivers were, those are your stage points. Good for Kyle Busch. He'll get the stage win as Joey Logano gets his splitter repaired and will roll back onto the track. Stage winner is Kyle Busch, and we will restart on lap number 5. So 2 laps until the end of stage 2. Green flag back in the air. Kyle Busch leading them off into turn 1. Brad Keselowski and Jeff Gordon behind him. Jeff Gordon seems to be losing a few spots here. Might lose one to Tony Stewart there. Is there still 3 wide towards the back? As Kyle Busch looks to be pulling away from Brad Keselowski. No, Brad Keselowski is coming back to Kyle Busch as you see battle championship contenders in the back. And Brad Keselowski tries a slide job, hits Kyle Busch. Contact made there. Is now Tony Stewart is up into third, past Jeff Gordon. Jeff Gordon needs a strong run today if he was going to win this championship. Kyle Busch has won both of the stages today. Then now Brett Keselowski pulls a successful slide job on Kyle Busch, hitting in front of him. Kyle Busch has a run on Keselowski into this corner, and Keselowski gets hit into the wall. Caution is out. Keselowski tries the slide job there. It finally works. Kyle Busch was fed up with him. Gave him a bump going into the corner, and Keselowski could not correct it. Good thing there are soft walls there. So you see how much that wall flexes, because it's a really hard angle if you go into it wrong. So the wall flexes a lot in those corners. Kyle Busch bumps him out of the way. That'll be the end of the race for Brad Keselowski. Both of the Penske cars in the series having problems so far. Or modern Penske drivers, I guess. As you see, now all the cars pull down the pit road. As they all might need a little bit of fuel here, except for there are two drivers who say they don't need fuel, I guess. Now, you see Kyle Busch getting splitter damage from that contact with Keselowski, and Gordon wins the race off pit road. Huge boost of momentum from him, as here you see this points after stage number 2. Jeff Gordon is down by 6. He'll need the win. Kyle Busch, if he's ahead of Jeff Gordon, Jeff Gordon will have to finish third below. And now a green-white checkered for the championship. As the green flag is back in the air, Keselowski and Newman, Harvick and Newman immediately passed. They've got to save a little bit of fuel. And they got in the way of Tony Stewart, making sure that Kyle Busch would get right behind Jeff Gordon, as they've both got a chance for the championship here. Kyle Busch can't quite reach the back bumper of Jeff Gordon through 3 and 4, as now they head into the final lap of the race. 1 lap to decide the championship. Kyle Busch goes low, Jeff Gordon goes high. Kyle Busch gets loose on the bottom. Jeff Gordon's going to have to run off the corner, and he's going to just pull ahead of Kyle Busch into the braking zone for turn 3. Through turn 4, Kyle Busch has one more chance to catch him, and he's not going to do it. Jeff Gordon is going to win the NASCAR Legend Series Season 2. Because that is it. It is over. And there's a caution on the track. Newman is upside down. Keselowski's in the inside wall. What in the world happened there? We completely missed that looking at the battle for the championship. Wow, it looks like Newman just got loose. Got into Logano. Logano hits the inside wall hard as Newman flips down the backstretch. What happened to Newman? Here's full time. Real-time speed. That's a horrible incident. Seems like Newman just gets loose there, or something breaks on the car, hits the wall, gets picked up by Tony Stewart. Logano sliding to the inside, hits the inside wall hard. Car almost flips over itself, and then Newman skids to the stop on its roof. Huge hit for Newman. But Jeff Gordon is your champion in Season 2, as he does burnouts on the front stretch, celebrating his season. Jeff Gordon is your Season 2 champion as he hosts the LugNut Cup high above his head. An absolutely amazing season for Jeff Gordon. Tied for the most wins, right up there with Kyle Busch, as he would just barely claim it over Kyle Busch. Even though Kyle Busch had the overall points, like in the season, he had more points than Jeff Gordon, was not able to close it out in the finishing final race. As you see, here are the final race statistics. 4 points separated the top 2 drivers. As you see, here is the seasonal points for all of the drivers, where everyone finished, where your favorite driver finished. You can see the championship contenders highlighted in blue and yellow. What an incredible season, what a crazy season. Lots of memorable events to take away from this, for sure. Speaking of seasons, let's go ahead and look at some of next season. The first announcement for next season is that Key West, Florida will host the Season 3 entry race, where 4 new cars will enter the series, boosting the total number to 22. Thank you everybody so much for watching NASCAR Legend Series Season 2. It was an absolute joy to make. Next season should be somewhat around the corner. I'll start filming it here. Season 3 will be the first non-pre-recorded season, which means races will be coming out farther in between. But it should also mean it might be a little bit better edited. I won't have to save up for as long. It's a lot easier for me. So thank you everybody for watching Season 2. It has been one phenomenal season. And here's to the 3rd season being even better. As I've been saying all year, and I truly do mean it, thank you everybody so much for your support. Thank you so much for watching. And I hope you all have a good night.